Hello everyone, and welcome to Project Creatures. Project Creatures is a creature collection RPG aiming for a release sometime in the next year or so, possibly with a different name. Not quite sure yet. Before this video starts, I'll address the elephant in the room, which is Rings of Eden. People always say don't make your dream game as your first game, and I've come to agree with that sentiment. There is so much I would like to do in Rings of Eden that I can't do just due to me not being good enough or not having the budget. So I'm going to work on the game in private, out of the spotlight, and maybe one day show the progress I make. That game and world are special to me, and I would prefer to see them done correctly, and forcing myself to keep adding new features for the sake of a devlog just wasn't helping. In this creature game, you capture, train, and battle with your friends in a large open world. The combat in this game is inspired by games such as Unite and Ni no Kuni, where you take control of your creature and battle in real time. I've wanted a game like this for years and decided to make it myself, and so far I think it's really fun. The game has been in development for 5 or 6 months so far, but in reality only 4 of them were spent making good progress. This is due to PC issues and genuine problems in general, including my Epic Games account getting hacked, stolen, and I've still not gotten it back. Fortunately, just like the last time I felt down, I just went back to excel in London for yet another tournament that I lost. So far, I've made major progress in certain areas of the game. The first area being, there is already a wide variety of creatures and even more on the way. The majority of these are fully animated with different moves that you can use. I wish I could say there would be hundreds at launch, but unfortunately, like usual, I don't have the budget for that. Each creature is given birth stats that cannot be changed when it spawns. These stats boost their values by only a slight amount in an attempt to make creatures feel different. Each set of creatures is first concepted in 2D so that they can be given their own look and feel. This is done by a few talented artists in the creature collector community, and it also helps me make sure that each creature is unique and isn't copying any other creature. As in the last few years, creature copying has become a massive debate in this sort of community. After that process is done, I send these 2D artworks to my modeler, who brings them into 3D with incredible accuracy. They are basically one-to-one, and I'm still not quite sure how he gets it so perfect. Once the creature's 3D, I rig and animate them so that they can be added to the game. This includes idle animations, movement, attack animations, and so much more. Altogether, the process can take up to 3 or 4 weeks per creature. Once it hits a certain level, each creature can transform into its next variant. This does not give a significant stat increase, meaning you can still use the smaller creatures if you like, but it does change up their moves, giving the creature a new feel and changing up how it works in combat. While traveling, you may also encounter rare variants of creatures. These are purely visual, but give people something to look for while exploring. Each creature has a maximum of 6 moves it can learn, and 3 usable slots. So picking the correct moveset to use against an opponent is crucial. There are currently 3 types of attacks, with more to be added later down the line. These include along the ground attacks, or dash as some of my friends keep calling it. These are usually used for physical moves that require the creature to physically collide with their opponent. Area of effect attacks. These are placed down and hit anything in range, usually used for lightning strikes and such. And the last type is snipe attacks, or projectiles. These require you to aim a projectile at an opponent. After the recent playtest, I've been making changes based on feedback, and I'm really excited to make this system as fun as it can be. I've built an optimized spawning system that allows me to add creatures to different areas with ease. I actually made this a few months ago on stream, and it worked like a treat in playtesting. This stream playlist is shit. It works based on if a player is inside the spawner radius or not. If no one is inside, then the creature despawns. If there are people inside, then it won't. Pretty standard system, I know, but I thought it was pretty cool. The moment I think quite a few people have been waiting for: how does it work in multiplayer? As mentioned a few times now, I ran the first playtest with a small group of people a week or so ago, and it went well. I expected the playtest to be about 30 minutes long and have major bugs everywhere you went, but we ended up battling and goofing around for about 2.5 hours. This was a good sign, as it showed that even when the game was as broken as it was, and it was pretty broken, people still had a lot of fun playing it. And the main reason I make games like this is for people to have fun. One of the biggest issues we found was some pretty crippling duplication issues.
Oh. I've just overwritten one of my...
Yep, that happens a lot.
That tends to happen.
Oh, oopsie.
Luckily for me, one of our testers took the time to fully test out why it was happening, which helped me when attempting to fix the issue the next day. Turns out the selected index was not replicated on the server, so when you repossessed... I'd go into more detail, but I don't think anyone really wants to hear about it, and I'm not great at explaining it. If you do want to hear more about it, then feel free to ask me on the Discord. I'm usually there answering questions. We also found issues with balancing and locking onto targets, but despite all of this, we had a lot of fun battling together. And that's all I've done so far. Thank you guys for watching. You can find Project Creatures on Steam, so go wishlist it there. I appreciate all the support, and I'm sorry for being gone for so long. My future goals for this game is to improve the damage calculations and stats so that everything feels good to use and that level 5s stop one-hitting level 40s. I also plan to add the other modelled creatures to the game, as there's 2 in-game with no animations and 2 that need implementing. I also have new creatures already being concepted to be added at a later date. Thank you all for the support. Remember to like and subscribe, all that good stuff. And yeah, bye. Oh my god, it's so quick.
Why is the whale so fast?
Oh, I died. Waiting.
Oh yeah, we're fighting. Okay, go.
Okay. Oh, no!
I think this range attack might do a bit of damage, guys. Oh, what's that? You're a corpse. What a shame.
You're so graceful in victory.